Hello, good morning. Just going for a walk around West Kirby Marine Lake. Beautiful late November morning. Behind me to my over there is Hilbury Island in the Dee estuary, and over there is North Wales. So this video, which is all part of the Cult Escape campaign, creating awareness, helping people who are trapped in religious cults, people who have been wounded and damaged in religious cults, and warning people what can happen if they were to join a religious cult. Just doing a whole series of videos just on different subjects, which might be of help to some people, who knows. And this particular subject is about deprogramming, because when you leave a religious cult, as I did 32 years ago now, I escaped. I was trapped for 4 years, couldn't get out, couldn't bear the thought of losing my parents and not seeing them again. It was a struggle. I got out and I needed deprogramming, and I didn't of course realise this at the time, but subsequently as the years went by I noticed that my life seemed to be hampered by the past and the things of which I've been brainwashed and indoctrinated into believing, which is the case of everybody who leaves a cult. They've been indoctrinated or brainwashed. And so I didn't formally, and to this day I've not been formally deprogrammed, which can be very useful and helpful if you were to see a counsellor or therapist, really maybe fast track you. But in the 32 years I've just naturally been on a sort of self deprogramming program, so to speak, and it's been extremely interesting, as I'm interested in psychology anyway. And so the first thing which I realised when I needed to be deprogramming was that when I left home I had a television which we weren't allowed to have, and I bought one, a huge 21-inch colour TV, sat in the corner of my lounge, and I watched it many hours. I absolutely adored it. We used to call it the pipeline of filth, filthy, and I felt guilty for 2 years having it, even though I didn't care less. I just still felt guilty, which was ridiculous because I needed the programming. Just found this location overlooking the lake, Wales in the background, and a cement mixer just pulled up. So we might get some cement mixing in the background unless I decide to move on. Anyway, moving on. So deprogramming, when you left the cult you were in, what have you been deprogrammed about? What things have you yet to be deprogrammed about, do you think? Things of which can hold you back, strip your confidence, slow you down in life. Well, here's something I've recognised recently that that I needed deprogramming about, and it was what I would call polarisation. Something of which we're living in the polarised age, you could say, at least especially the last 10 years, with so many things of which people have extreme polarised views about. And I've come to see that it is how cults operate. They polarise their members, their followers, with their indoctrinations, and when you're polarised you can't see anything else. You can't see another point of view. You're trapped, you're stuck really. It's like being at the North Pole. You can't see what's going on in the South Pole at all. You've no idea what's going on. And what I was thinking was that what got me onto this was, I remember Brexit in England about the UK a few years ago, and I was amazed to see that many leavers thought that the remainers genuinely thought they were insane. How on earth could they not see that we have to leave Europe? And then the other way around, the remainers, the majority, many of them, really genuinely believed that the leavers were insane. How on earth could you want to leave Europe? Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say? Both would have the same rhetoric. Sensible, intelligent people, absolutely emotional with their passionate beliefs, and could not understand for the life of them how people could not agree with them. And then we saw with Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, we saw an incredible, astonishing example of polarisation. Absolutely, you know, the country divided and split, and not having one good thing to say about the other. And then we saw it in the elections in the UK with Boris and Jeremy Corbyn. Again, the same rhetoric. We saw it with the latest American election with Trump and Biden. And I remember seeing on the news really quite often people saying that, you know, if the Democrats get in, the country is ruined. If the Republicans get in, the country is ruined. And just to throw this one in, have you ever spoken to a polarised conspiracy theorist? Or an anti-conspiracy polarised conspiracy theorist? The Earth's flat? No, it's round. She was killed? No, it was an accident. Vaccines are the best? No, they're the worst. You get my point? Okay, carry on, carry on, carry on. And it made me realise that that is what goes on in religious cults. It's cultic behaviour. It's a cultic attitude of we are right, you are wrong, and there's no point in even looking to find out where you're coming from, because we know we are right. And when you see it on such a massive scale, world scale like this, it just made me realise that I was programmed that way, to believe that we were the right church, we had the right Bible interpretation, we had the man of God. We were right, you were wrong. We were elite and you were down there. And it was horrible, actually. And anyone watching this who's in such a group that you think you're right, or if there's any religious person watching this who think that your Bible interpretation or your Holy Book interpretation is the right one, right, so I'm breaking all the rules of filming. I'm got the sun right behind me, except in this particular case it's making a shadow, so what? So what I realised was that how can I escape being polarised myself? How can I escape being right, thinking I'm right and everyone is wrong, and being blinded to alternative viewpoints, not even willing to go there? And I came to realise that I don't have to be right, but I can have my viewpoint and I can share my viewpoint with you, but I'm not telling you to believe what I'm saying. I'm simply offering it as my viewpoint, and that way I found I was able to escape the trap of being another polarised, opinionated, self-righteous person, just like I was in the past. And it was something that really helped me it was something that prized me away a big chunk of the cult I was in, if that makes sense. Hope this helps. So in the comments below, please tell me areas you feel you need deprogramming from, or you have been deprogrammed. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you with a better picture soon.